Flannel. We are here in Las Vegas at the 221B range event. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff here tonight. Already a cool wall of stuff and a lot of vendors setting up. Stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of awesome stuff going on and some pretty cool range footage. I missed? Yeah. So yeah, we're looking at your stuff here. This is pretty cool. So is this a ventilation rig for underneath the plate carrier?
Under the plate carrier. So we have plate carriers that have that max dry technology built. That's what I developed and invented when I was a police officer and we were wearing body armor under our uniform shirt.
Nice.
So that kind of conforms to a level 3A soft armor. But then we have now plate carriers that have that built into it, removable,
nice.
Because you don't have to take your whole kit apart to wash it.
Right.
So that's all. People always say, why don't you just build it into armor? Well, if you build it in, it's like sewing your underwear into your pants. Like, you'd have to just wash your pants. And I don't wash my jeans every time I wear them.
Yeah, I got you.
I go for a few times. So that's why it's a standalone product. And yeah, so that was what started 221B Tactical.
Oh, really? That was your initial launch?
That was the initial product.
That's cool.
And it's our flagship product still. And now we've grown into a whole line of gear. But everything we do is solving a problem for something that doesn't exist already. Because if we don't want to just come out with like another bag, another pair of gloves.
Everyone's making
Everyone's making it, and people just go, okay, what's cheaper?
Right.
And then ultimately it's like you start at the top and then you work your way down. The next thing you know, you're buying like Condor on Amazon, right? So like that's it. You're somewhere in that mix. And we're like, we don't want to be that. We want to create something that, okay, this is different. No one else has this feature in this product. So
yeah, that's cool.
If you want that, you have to get ours. If you're okay with like some regular ordinary thing that still doesn't take care of the concerns, then you get.
No, I love that it's actually solving like legit problems you'd run into ventilation, because everyone knows plate carriers, it gets super hot.
Really?
Question for you, how does that feel if you're wearing like just a t-shirt and a plate carrier the last? Is it real scratchy or is it actually pretty nice?
No, so you don't feel it at all. You put that over your base layer shirt, so if you're wearing some kind of like Lycra shirt or even just a Hanes cotton t-shirt, you put that over, you don't even know it's there.
Got it. Yeah. What price range do these run around usually?
So we have a version that starts at around $69.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then that's the top of the line version, it's $129.
Nice.
Yeah.
What would be the difference in that range?
So fit, functionality, and the depth of the material.
Okay.
So bigger spacing with the holes, depth of material, so more standoff, more ventilation.
Gotcha.
And then this has the most adjustability of all the products, the full product line. So for maximum ventilation and maximum fit, the 5.0 version is the best version for you.
That's really cool. Yeah, because like we do some mill sims once in a while, 12 hours. I went to a match, it was hot and pouring rain, about 12 hours straight, and it was just nasty by the end.
Yeah.
And I mean, a couple range trips, all that stuff starts to accumulate, and then a 12-hour hit, you get pretty soggy. That's really cool. I like that mention. And then you got your gloves. They're very grippy. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So the gloves, when I was on patrol, I always wanted like really thin gloves. So I was trying to use baseball batters gloves, and then I was using football wide receivers gloves, and I just wanted something thin with good dexterity.
Oh yeah.
But the problem was those gloves weren't designed to be worn on patrol, on duty, ripping cars on the side of the interstate, things like that. So what I did was I took the design elements from professional sports gloves, which are very different than the gloves you buy at Dick's Sporting Goods, by the way.
Right.
What the guys wear on the field on Sunday is nothing like what you buy on Amazon and Dick's. That they might still say the big name brand on it, but what the guys are wearing on the field is completely different. Most people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
I have friends that play on the field, so
they're so sticky.
Yeah, I took that design element and I wanted to make a glove that it was actually better to have the glove on than no gloves, because the thing that people always said was, I don't wear gloves because I can't feel, or I lose grip or whatever. So I said, what if I designed a glove that your grip was actually better with the glove on than with the glove off?
Yeah,
so
I feel that.
Even if you're gripping something wet, so if you do something wet, you still have a good grip, right? So better than barehanded, great grip. This is the Extreme Recon glove. We have some of the grip material on the back. You have the touchscreen fingertips on the index finger.
Oh, very nice.
And you just have a great second skin fit.
That's really nice, honestly, because I have had that issue. I bought like the Magpul whatever gloves, and like you go to rack and they are slippery. And I don't know why Magpul's making slippery gloves. Yeah. But like these are pretty cool. These caught my eyes earlier as well.
Yeah. So this is definitely our best seller. and people just want second skin, just a bare, but it's going to help them with their shooting.
I like that. No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's cool. You got some innovative stuff that like I honestly have not seen. So
yeah, man, it's just something a little bit different. We call it like marginal utility. What's the difference that makes a difference to set you apart from? And you don't need to be that different.
Yeah.
You just need to have that little bit of value and function.
Solving a problem. That's key.
It. That's it.
Nice, man. I appreciate it.
Man, thanks for being here.
Yeah. Nice. Oh yeah, that thing wants to go, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've been selling this actually just for a little over 2 years. We sold over 230,000 of them in that time.
Nice.
The big thing is like this isn't high speed, low drag. You know, it's not Kydex. It's not going to rock your socks. It's not going to photograph really well.
Right.
It's just super duper comfortable.
Yeah, let me check that out.
Yeah. So it's made out of 1000D Cordura. The rest of the materials, I call it yoga pant material, but it's really just like high performance athletic material that you can wear all day, and you're going to end up not noticing that, hey, I've got a holster on.
Yeah.
You still got a 2-pound piece of metal, so you can't make that disappear, but this does the best job for that, in my opinion. You can carry it appendix, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Some people actually will even wear it up here. Like, it's not quite cross draw, but like high body.
Yeah. It seems pretty breathable material too, so you're not going to be sweating too much in the summer, stuff like that.
Yeah, check out the back. It's a microfiber.
So, sweet.
Dude, it's like silk boxers against your skin.
It feels like there's a bit of a starches in here, so it has that kind of guard against your trigger guard, stuff like that.
It's a 0.7 millimeter PU insert. So,
nice.
I mean, that was the big thing. When we first came out with it, we didn't have that insert. I was really just focused on trying to get the holster out, and then people called that to attention. So if you go search on YouTube right now, like Vanish Review, there's going to be a video with like 130,000 views on it, and he calls that out. And so I did a rebuttal video, if you will. I was just like, hey, that's a good call out. You know, I was thinking it's actually decent in trigger guard protection, but it wasn't. So that's why we included that. It's just a little horseshoe that goes around that Velcro piece. So,
nice.
I mean, I guess you could make it go off, but you would have to stab through it with a screwdriver and then drive up to get that going.
It'd be a real slim scenario getting to that point. Yeah. Well, it's also nice, like a lot of like universal holsters aren't super great because of that same reason.
Yeah.
But that is nice. And like you said, which the other one's light bearing?
No, neither of these are light bearing.
Okay.
It's just the light. So you can see you've got 2 mag pouches on the side.
Okay. Oh, I actually did not see that.
Yeah. So this is the one where you're just going to carry your weapon.
Yeah. That's cool.
We are working on one right now that should be light bearing. It's 15 months in the making.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because the one you can run red dots on this. And then if you have a small enough pistol, so like if you've got a shield with like a TLR7, it may work in there. So, I mean, there's different configurations, and it's also being hand sewn. So there's some that are a little bit larger. You'll get a little bit more plate in there. But you're not going to roll around with a Glock 19 and a Surefire X300.
Yeah, I could see a TLR7 going in there.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool. No, I like the idea, especially because you can, like you said, you can carry a little higher if you want. Yeah. Stuff like that. That's cool.
And like gym pants, sweatpants, board shorts.
Yeah.
Like, in the summer, that thing rocks. And then, so one of the problems with this holster, like straight up, is it's not a really good range holster. You're not going to go to the range, draw, reholster, because you actually have to hold this open. So that's why we have this this system right here. So let's see if I can get that on the camera. It probably showed up. So this is just a 9mm laser cartridge that'll drop into the bore of your gun. I guess not the bore, but in the chamber.
Okay.
And then we've got a stand right here, and then a target, and then we've got an app.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, it's kind of like the Strike Man. Very similar to Strike Man. It's just our take on it.
Yeah.
So then this way you can actually train at home with the Vanish holster and get comfortable with drawing, reholstering if you need to. I mean, honestly, if you have to use the Vanish holster in a life or death scenario, I hope the chief concern is not, can I get my holster or my gun back in my holster?
Right. And honestly, like the speed is really about getting your gun out. It's never like, oh, I got to get my gun reholstered right now. Like that, you should be able to take your time on, in my opinion.
Yeah. And with this too, we've got level 2 retention. It's magnetic, so the thumb brake is pretty easy. I personally cut off the strap. I don't use it, but it's there for people who want to run. Like a lot of times women are wearing this because they're going to run around with a sports bra and some Lululemons and then maybe a t-shirt over it. So they want that security. Yeah. But they also don't want to have something that is just going to be like bouncing out.
Is it enough where if you just pulled hard, it could kind of overcome it if you wanted to draw, or do you have to kind of hit it?
You know, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Pulling against it. Probably.
Oh, heck yeah. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, you could do that.
I mean, in theory, you would hit with your thumb, but if you're really fumbling, it's most likely going to let loose.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get the best purchase on it. That's why I don't use the strap, because like I want to know when I go down to put my hand on the pistol grip, it's going to the same exact spot every time.
Right.
But my goal with this company is I just want people to carry. Like that's it. If you have a holster that doesn't work for you, you're not carrying.
That's true. If it's not comfortable, it doesn't matter. They could have a $4,000 pistol. If it's not comfortable to carry, it's going to be sitting at home.
Exactly.
And that doesn't do you any good.
No,
so
not at all.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's the Vanish holster.
Yeah, because these, I'd seen something similar to this a while back.
Yeah.
But it was thick, bulky, hot, and it didn't have any of the features this has.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of them. Like Comfort Tac is a brand.
Right.
What is the other one that's really Bravo Company or Bravo Band or something like that? So all of those are like 4-inch neoprene bands. And then the pocket is just dumpy. The retention strap is dumpy. Like all of your pockets or your mag pouches, super loose. Mm-hmm. So like we're just elevating the belly band.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean,
that's cool.
I know it's not the coolest holster in the world, but I honestly don't give a flying. You guys put it on your channel, whatever.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Like,
no, I
want
hear
people to
you. No, I hear it because it doesn't have to be all fancy. Like you said, it's not to be high speed, range over and over for reps. But no, that's pretty cool.